Hey y'all, welcome in. Tap the screen, please. Tap and share, y'all. Hey y'all, welcome in. Tap the screen and share the live. Hey Birdie Bang. Hey Cleavage. Hey Beggars. Hey JJ Monin. Oh, we always have tea. What do you mean? Hello, good evening. Hey Patricia. Tap and share, y'all. Are you talking? Can we not work? Can we just not hear you?
Are you talking to me?
I'm sorry?
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, perfect. Hello, Fallon.
The one time you're on time and I'm not. What is that about?
I was early, baby.
I'm so embarrassed.
Hey, Lisa. Is this about Gov? This is not about Gov tonight, but now that we know we can get him in a box, we will be having a live Thursday about Gov. Tap the screen and share the live, y'all.
It's kind of going to be a free for all tonight, Barb. Like hot topics, and I've got a couple of things that I want to bring to Checkmate and Birdie and Rammer and Amber and to all of you. What would you like for us to call you, sir?
Who, me?
Yes, sir.
You can just call me Jim.
Okay, it's very nice to meet you, Jim. Thank you so much for coming in tonight.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate the help you guys are giving me.
Of course, we want to see him gone just as bad as you do.
I don't
He
think you want
is
it as bad as I do.
he has created so much havoc on this app. It is insane.
Yeah, from what I've talked to people, it seems like he's been up to his old tricks. He's just gone nationwide with it.
Hey, Animal. Hey, Sunshine. All right, so are you good for a Thursday about the same time?
Yeah, I believe so.
Perfect. I'll advertise it out and we'll get as many people in here as we can, and then we'll just let you talk about his past and all of that good stuff, because we've pretty much updated everybody on what he's doing now.
Sounds good.
If y'all could follow him, we would appreciate it. Tap the screen and share the live, y'all, please. We can't. Jim, could you comment? Do you know how to comment? Hey, Rody.
Um, you mean type something?
Yes, please.
Yeah, I did type hello.
Oh, good. This is Jim. Jim has been investigating Guardians of Valor for how many years would you say?
Probably over 17 now.
He commented if y'all could just follow him. He's going to be in a live with us on Thursday. It's just a pop-up hope. We was just doing a test run tonight to see if we can get him in a box. And we can, so we will be going live Thursday with him. Tap and share, y'all. So did you know him personally, or I mean, he wasn't a friend that turned bad or anything like that?
No, I met him. He was working for another friend of mine in his martial arts school, and I met him there. He was basically the handyman, and he walked in and said basically that he was a ex-Marine, that he was an ex-FEMA investigator, that he was a 9/11 investigator. Um, he carried a badge and everything, and it's like to me, I deal with law enforcement all the time on the job, so it was kind of nothing when I looked at it because I deal with them all the time, so I was kind of complacent about that.
I see. So he's just been everybody at this point.
Okay, people keep saying I sound like Gov. That's a kind of an insult.
So that was one of my fears when I started talking to you. I was like, gosh, is this Gov trying to be another person? Because it was really eating at me for sure.
Oh, I don't blame you for that. I don't blame you at all.
We're going to keep all of our questions and stuff for him for Thursday. We're going to give him plenty of time to speak and show what he needs to show. Yeah, definitely not Gov. Mods, please don't block or mute anybody tonight. We're hoping some people come in tonight. If they get crazy, of course, use your best judgment. Hey, Jules.
All right, just for the people who are asking, 17 years. What he does locally is he doesn't scam you enough that it's worth your time charging him in civil court, which is what most of the law enforcement tells you they're going to do. Because it's not a big crime to them. They have other things to worry about. So he gets you just enough that it's not worth your time to hire a lawyer and sue him in court. So he gets away with it. And plus, a lot of people are intimidated by him because they think he's this big, dangerous guy when he's actually not. So a lot of people are just glad to finally get him out of their lives at that point, and they just don't want to deal with it anymore.
Which is actually what kind of happened on the app. People were scared of him, thought he was this great, big, amazing Navy guy, and people actually feared him. A lot of people.
That's 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 what he does. I've met a lot of the kids he hired to work his scam businesses, and they were all afraid of him because they thought he was this big bad ex-marine that was wounded in combat, and he was a marine sniper, and all sorts of weird things that he would tell them. And they just came right out and said, I want to talk to you, but I don't want to like sign a statement because they were afraid of what he would do.
Yeah, that's kind of where we're at on the app. For the most part, I think he's deactivated 2 of his accounts. His burners are still up, though.
Yeah, he's trying to scrub his activity here. Is what he's doing.
Well, we've already got it all screenshotted and documented, so.
Well, if you get an attorney involved, they can subpoena TikTok for everything because once it's on the internet, it's never really gone.
Right. Fallon, what are you screenshotting? For the love of Pete. Goodness. I feel like I'm in a photo shoot. Another one. Goodness. Do I need to turn to the left or the right?
Head on, head on.
Goodness. All right, everybody that's coming in and new and hasn't heard, this is Jim in this box, and if you could follow him, that would be great. We're gonna have a live on Gov on Thursday, and he's gonna speak. He's been following Gov's shenanigans for about 17 years now,
Yeah,
and I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just agreeing with you.
Oh. So he's going to come and speak to everybody on Thursday. So y'all might want to clear your schedules, please. Fallon, if you want to go ahead and get started, you can.
Well, Sunshine and Smiles got invited up tonight, and he is sharing it out currently to the people I need to talk to, and you guys can do the same. I want to talk to Carla_Dawn1. I want to talk to Auntie Sarah. I want to talk to Sweet Sassy. I want to talk to Karina. I want to talk to Dawn. I want to talk to Papa. I want to talk to Donna Arnold. I want to talk to Roy Boy, Jeff Rowe. And Rissa. So if any of those are on your followers list and you would like to share that out to them, please, and just let them know that I'd like to speak to them.
I'm not really sure, Baby Rays, but she's on fire tonight. She does, Sunshine, for sure.
Sweet Baby Rays, can you follow me back, please?
Not you demanding follows.
No, I want to. It's been like, I don't know, 4 weeks and I'm still requested, and I want to talk to him because he's got some good insights. But I can't. TikTok already hates me. It's got me denied every single time.
Tap and share, y'all. While Fallon's up here getting followers.
It's for the analytics. Stop it.
Not the analytics.
We got Jim up here for the intel. Thank you for being here, Jim. We appreciate all your hard work. I can't believe that it's been so long, and I'm just so glad that it's finally going to come here to the world, that it finally needs to come out on Thursday night at 7 p.m. Central. So I will have my popcorn, even though it may be in the form of a milkshake, but I will be very happy to listen to everything you have to say, but want to appreciate you for your hard work.
No problem. I appreciate you guys talking to me.
Hey, Gemini.
So I invited Sunshine to come up because I think the best thing for us to do is something that the team was talking about, was possibly getting together to have a cadence where we can come here and we can talk about what we're seeing, not just the one, the top focus that what's currently going on, because so many of us watch different beggars, scammers, bad behavior, predators, the things that are going on. And we want to keep a cadence with you guys, but sometimes the messages that we get either end up at the very bottom of our pile because we're getting so many, or my biggest concern is whenever you guys message me and I feel like I don't get back to you in a timely manner, it concerns me. I bet you people think that your word is not as important, and that's so not the case. Everything that you guys bring to us is so important, and I don't want to miss that. And so Checkmate had a great idea that, if we had a certain time frame that we would go live so everybody could meet back here and share ideas and what they're seeing on the TikTok streets, I think that's a great idea and I like it. What do you guys think about that?
I'm full of great ideas. Yeah, I think that we're going to try to at least do 2 nights a week. We're thinking maybe a Tuesday and Thursday, if that works for everybody. And of course, we'll still have our pop up lives, whenever Fallon decides that she needs to chat. Hey, Cindy.
And I really like what Sunshine just said. Absolutely. Holding others and ourselves accountable. I love that. I love that because if there's something that I'm doing that needs a little bit more clarification, I think that we need to become here and we need to talk about it and we need to get it all out there. So witching time is usually about 7 p.m. Central Standard Time for us, Debs.
Yeah, it'll be about this time every Tuesday and Thursday. We might not always just talk one scammer, one beggar, but we might do Q&As and let people come up and talk about things they're concerned with. Whatever we decide to do that day, or you guys want to do, that's what we want to do.
Absolutely. Sunshine, did you want to start us off with some of the things that you've been seeing? Since I trust the things that you see and then what I saw today, so I can bounce off the rest of the community with what we're seeing, so we can fix this here and now. Because I'm at the point now where that was too much today, too much, and then it spilled over into Angel Girly, aka Boo Bear, aka Julie Newton 448, and I actually had to calm down in the past hour from it. And I'm still a little bit hyped up because I got this notebook and I got a list going. So y'all know who I am about this notebook. And it's the purple notebook, Checkmate.
Of course it is.
Yes.
I would expect nothing less. Oh, did anybody get that?
Nope. Did not.
Did anybody see that?
No.
Damn it.
Okay.
You got a trapper keeper with that notebook too?
I don't even know what a trapper keeper is, but somebody keeps asking me about that. I'm thinking I'm going to need to go on eBay and find one.
You
I
don't
figured
know
you
what a
would have
trapper
one.
keeper is? How old are you?
Wait a minute now.
What the hell? I'm too
Definitely not
old for
old
this
enough.
shit.
So, anyways, what Fallon was talking about is, and I'm guilty of it. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm not. I mean, I just get so disgusted. I think I let myself jump in where I shouldn't. But it's been happening a lot here lately. I mean, the Wendy and Nick thing is just kind of exploded. They're getting more views than I've ever seen them get. And I've been trying. Wendy used to be my friend, and I still don't wish no bad for her. Nick, I don't care about him at all. But used to Wendy'd get 90 or so people in there, and then it would fluster down to maybe 20 or 30 after, they would see it's like watching paint dry. But here lately, I've been noticing her lives have been really up to 180, 190 people. Are they gifting her? No, but there's that potential that they're going to, somebody's going to feel sorry for them, just like the Kim did that bought, $400 worth of groceries, or the Ray that bought Chinese. There's always that one person. Then after they look into it, they know, so, well, this lady is a beggar or she's a scammer. Well, by that time you've done give what your heart's going to give. So, yeah, you're not going to give again, but that next person is, because when I say we, I mean me too, are bringing more people in there for them to watch, and we just got to stop it. And that's for everybody. And going into Boo Bears Live, that's one that don't need no more attraction on this app. And I think all you ladies and everybody in this chat can speak for that.
You're right, Sunshine.
And like I said, I'm guilty on it. I went into a live yesterday. The guy was absolutely a weirdo. And I sent it out to a few people. I think his name was Tank. He's disgusting. But some of the stuff I seen typed in there from some of the people, that we see on this app, it's like I said, it's bringing more attention to them. And that's the last thing we want to do is bring more attention to them. I was just telling somebody, Tim Nash is getting more people in there. I'm not even going to say her name, but we all know who, and when you're getting 300-400 people in a live, they're going to get what they're, if they're asking for $100, it might take them 6 hours to get it, but they're going to get it. So we're bringing more attention, being vile in these comments than we are doing any good. Go in there, sit, watch, take notes, then leave.
I
Because I
agree.
guarantee somebody else is taking notes on what's being done.
I agree wholeheartedly. Did any of that list happen to come in, Sunshine? Because I'm glad you came up whenever we were doing introductions, so that way they could see your light go pink.
Yeah, I haven't seen nothing yet. That's why I've been watching. I know there's some other people in here that could share it that I've seen, pop in there.
All right.
There's somebody is friends with Sweet and Sassy and Ray, Brenda, Dawn. The list goes on.
Yes. So let me pick up on that list. The rest: Auntie Sarah, Carol Dawn 1, which is Dawn's screen name, Double G, Karina, Rissa, and I'm not paying too close.
Dawn's here.
Hi, Dawn. Thanks for coming in when you got to share. If you would, Dawn, share this out to the rest of them, please. Auntie Sarah.
You can, Toxic. Appreciate it.
While we're waiting for those people to come in, if y'all could follow this JJ Monin BFF, his name is Jim, and he's going to join us on a live Thursday about Gov. So you guys aren't going to want to miss that.
And follow him. Go watch that video he's got posted. It's really good.
Yeah, it is really good. And he has a lot of information he's going to share with us on Thursday at 7 p.m. I will make a video. So when I do, y'all share it out.
That just goes to show how deep the Gov thing is,
Right. He said he's been covering him for around 17 years now.
That's a long time. That's a long track history.
For sure. And we're going to take a deep dive Thursday. It's going to be 7 o'clock Central, 8 p.m. Eastern.
Ray's here. I just seen her come in.
Awesome. So, checkmate, some of the responses that they have may not come quickly enough. So, if they are private, they may need to be invited by you as the host.
They can request.
Okay, great. Y'all are going to have to stop me if Rissa comes in. But I'll go ahead and start out. What Sunshine said a few seconds ago rings true to everything that we want to put out into the community. When you go in, you don't want to do interaction or create some type of activity in their chat that will kick more people into it, because the algorithm is looking for your messages. As important as those comments that you make or your likes or your shares with people, TikTok actually sees that and gives you a gifter badge if your viewer rankings are on, telling you just became the #1 gifter and you didn't even send anything. That's how the algorithm is triggered that you contributed something positive. Even if you're just saying no in the comments, it's telling you that comment was valuable. I'm here to tell you right now that nothing said in Tim Nash's chat or Boo Bear's chat is important enough for you to be able to engage unless you were telling them that someone is in active addiction, has one foot in the grave, and you're contributing to that. You're going to get blocked the moment you say it if the word isn't blocked already. So if you're in there to message people and tell them what's going on, the top 5 things that Tim Nash is lying about cancer, he was never an Army vet, that he is only looking for his next fix for him and his girlfriend, then what other reason do you need to be in there? And don't get it twisted. I'm not saying don't be in there because I'm in there, but I'm not engaging. How would I know you're in there if I wasn't? Now, there's people like Little Man. There's people like Lori. There's people like Beggars Beware that are recording these things, and I'm coming across their videos and seeing your names. So because I'm not catching every live stream that's going on, there's still eyes everywhere. And then I can't get screenshots here on this account, but I can get them on my Fallon 2.1 account. Thank you guys for sending them there, because receipts are king in our world. What I saw today was something I was trying to get used to with new people streaming, new people giving advice, talking on enablers, and trying to bring some form of awareness to Wendy and Nick. What I saw today was bullying. There is no reason in the world that any enablers need to be called a CUNT, ever. And if there's anybody that agrees that a enabler needs to be treated like trash, box up now. But say
No,
box.
for some of the, go ahead, Val. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, Sunshine. Just type box if you feel like you want to defend calling an enabler a CUNT. Go ahead, Sunshine.
I was just going to say, these people like the Ashley that was in that box, we don't know what she's thinking. I mean, I don't care to know what she's thinking. But what I do know is somebody like me, if you would tell me, not to go in that box and do this, I'm not talking about what you're saying, as her being an enabler like she is across the app, that just gives her more fire to say, you know what, I'm going to keep supporting Wendy and Nick. I'm going to make sure that others support them. We've got to get Ashley to understand what she's doing is not right. There's a good way and a wrong way to do that. And today was the wrong way of doing it.
The other part to that is I don't want anyone to think that I'm siding with Texas Ashley at all. As a matter of fact, I would love for her to come strolling up in here, because then I would really like to show the way that bringing awareness to enablers really needs to be done. And I'm not the end all be all, but people in these boxes and people in this chat are. Because I don't see people that are in these boxes and in the chat bullying and calling people names when they do something as dumb as enable. Texas Ashley, you are an enabler in every sense of the word. And you're a liar. I heard you lie several times today because I heard you personally say that you wanted to bathe Wendy. If we would have stayed on topic about the things that you said, Ashley, the enabling that you were doing is wrong. You were asking for money on your Cash App to go and be with Wendy and to make her a meal, etc., etc. You still didn't get that a point across today when the ladies were talking, because no one said that. No one said anything about in the time frame that I was in there. So let me make that clear. In the time frame that I was in there, the fact that Ashley was talking and she was trying to get money to her Cash App to go and see Wendy, that's a red flag. So I don't know where Ashley came from, where in her world thought that was legit. It's not. Anytime somebody's asking for money on this app for another reason, for another person, or with somebody like Wendy and Nick who are using their vulnerabilities and disabilities as a weakness or a way to get money, that's wrong. Thank you, Happy.
The good thing about the Wendy and Nick thing, they seem to be over on Bigo more than they are over here anymore. And, let them stay over there because that app is for people buying coins. And that's how it rolls over there. So if she can make it over there, good for her. She's off of TikTok.
So we talked about the enabling with Ashley. Call her out, say what she did, point the facts out. Ashley stood 10 toes down and said she absolutely didn't do any of that. And then she started feeling attacked, and then she started with the I don't care business. And we all know how that goes, because if you don't care that these people are in a position where somebody's going to get hurt, that's wrong. I don't want anyone to think that the way that I see things, the way that anybody else sees things over here is the end all be all. Nobody is saying that. What I'm saying is it waters down everything that we're trying to do as an awareness community as a whole. If you're going to take what one person does and just say, oh, well, I don't want to have anything to do with the awareness community, and they're never going to give any of us a chance. So just because you do something and you do it in such a vicious manner, if I'm in their DMs later, they're not going to want to talk to me, right? They're not going to want to give Sunshine a chance. They're not going to want to talk to Birdie or Checkmate or Amber or Rammer. Nobody. So if you really care about the awareness community, why throw that shadow on us? I guarantee you, if somebody would have went to Sunshine and said, hey, Sunshine, can you come and have a few words with us? Or Ashley's over here. Can you try to talk some sense into her, et cetera, et cetera? I know he's going to go in there and help. But why would he want to go over there and be in a box where he's going to be considered as part of that, no matter how loud he is saying, that's not right, don't do that, that's not right? Why? So then that live ended. And then the next thing we know, I see these names pop up into Boo Bear's chat. Boo Bear, a.k.a. Angel Girly, a.k.a. Julie Newton 448. Now, we all know how vile, how foul-mouthed, and rude Boo Bear is. The screenshots that I have coming out of that chat, Dawn, Auntie Sarah, Double G. Dawn, why would you ask her, does she have a Walmart close? Can she do a Walmart order? And then Sarah ask you, help her? Dawn, help her get dog food. Help her do this. Help her do that. Do you know what that looked like to the 5 other people that were in her chat that had just strolled in there and were brand new? Not to mention the people that were in there like me, messaging people that seemed to be new. See, you guys were new to me as of a week ago, till I started seeing you guys live recently about Nick and Wendy. But now that you're not new to me, you're new to these other people who message, like Kelly and just people that are doing the work. How much time did they waste messaging you guys when it could have been messaging someone else that was truly new, like Han or that Ambi girl that was in there who almost gave money? How many messages did you guys get of people thinking that you were new, times at least 5 people trying to message you? If you have your messages open or if your tags were on, how much time was wasted of the awareness community trying to bring awareness to the things that Boo Bear has done with her racist rants, her homophobic rants, her lies, and her threats using mental health as a crutch? All of that came down to, it makes me wonder if we should have had this live stream a long time ago and had a conversation? Should I have gone up in the live and tried to talk to some of you? Because what I see is that you guys are still going up in Nick and Wendy's boxes and camping out in there. So people like Sarah underscore MB, her enabling self, is going to continue that. Y'all are being bullies. Y'all are bullying. You're bullying this. You're bullying that. And she's going to help people try to get money to Nick and to Wendy, playing off of that.
And she's driving hard to get them money. Trust me. I've been into arguments with her in every chat she's in on Nick and Wendy.
Is there any of these people you want up in a box, Fallon?
Dawn, if you could.
Dawn,
Dawn
did you
is one-
request? Puppy Power, do you mean to request, or is that an accident? You've never heard of Nick and Wendy, MAGA girl? What? Wendy's been around a long time.
A long time. That's what gets me. A lot of people say, I haven't seen her. Well, you haven't looked hard enough.
The other part too is I keep getting messages drop down letting me know that Rissa's live. And so clearly Rissa knows that we're over here talking, Sunshine. So if you're getting any of those messages, that's what those messages are. They're just letting us know
Okay.
we're live.
What's up, Dawn?
Hey,
Hi, Dawn. Thanks for coming up. I appreciate you.
Angel Girly, I found today. I don't know her, never been in her live. As far as the other names, I don't even know. I don't even know Tim. I don't know Boo Hoo or Boo whatever if it's the same person. But Sassy sent me a message and said not to send her any money, that she had gotten $11 on Cash App today.
So is it normal business practice to go into somebody's chat and ask them if they have a Walmart close to them? Is that something you normally do in everybody's chat, being from the Beg Talk side of things?
But that's just it. I didn't know she was begging. I sent it in the group chat. No idea she was a beggar until I sat there and watched it. And then when I started asking questions, Sassy told me not to send her any money.
Do you normally send people money on the internet?
No, I've sent one girl some money, and I talked to a girl last night that was homeless and probably would have helped her, but apparently when I looked into her, she's begging too.
You can't trust none of them on here, Don. That's actually why I've been hoping that's why I keep inviting you to Checkmates Live every time. You know, you're one of the ones I think we're saving as far as understanding this part of awareness that, like going into lives and stuff. Just go in there and sit and, read the room, what's going on, and message like me, Fallon, anybody, and say, hey, this person's doing dirty.
The thing of it is if they're on TikTok with a couple devices sitting in a hotel room, then they're not really that needy, right? I mean, the needy people are the ones you see on the streets or, in your local homeless shelters. The kids that are going without lunches. These people don't need your money. Giving your money away that you work hard for to an absolute stranger on the internet that just doesn't want to get up and work is insane to me. And I'm not attacking you. I'm not coming at you. I'm just telling you, I've been doing this for many years, and they're going to do anything and everything to get you to send them your money. And I'm telling you, just don't do it.
Well, that's like with Wendy. I've been watching Wendy for years, but I have never sent her a dime. I don't send gifts. I don't do anything.
It's getting to the point now, just remember in all these lives that, especially like Boo Bears, Nick and Wendy, there's always people screen recording. and uh, and that's how receipts start showing. Then it gets to be every time you turn around, same people going into these lives. I met you, Ray, and Brenda all through Nick and Wendy's lives, and you know that's why I've always said don't enable, and I've preached that in both of their lives, and on a few of them it was too late; they had already sent. But then after they sent and they was pissed off, they still kept getting in the box with them. Enabling works two different ways. It's not only money; it's getting in a box, and uh, that's showing them support. Going in there and tapping, that's showing them support. Commenting, oh, they're good people. They're down on their luck. That's supporting them. No, they're vile humans that use their disability to get what they want. And when they don't get it, they cry. They act like they need to go to the hospital. It's just the same routine with them. And not with all the beggars. It's not just Nick and Wendy using their disability. Tim Nash uses fake disabilities. That pulls at the heartstrings of people.
Yeah,
Donna?
and not to mention that kind of thing that pushes them out to the FYP, and pushing them out to the FYP brings more people into their lives. Then you get the people in there that feel sorry for them, think that they're really starving, or they really can't pay their light bill or their phone bill, and it's really usually not that case.
And the sad thing of it is, a lot of people that's got disabilities, there's a lot of people in them chats that sit there and say, man, these people's getting bullied. I feel bad for them. And they wind up sending them something. That's crazy, but it happens.
And that's one of the things that Sarah underscore MB, Dawn, she was riding hard off of you guys for that. She was saying that y'all are bullying. You're doing this. You're doing that. And we're Dawn. I did not see you bully, so I don't want you to think that I called you a bully. There's some over there that I will straight up, if they box up or if they come in this chat, I will call a bully. But you were not. So thank you for coming over here and being with us and learning or being open to learn. Thank you. And I hope that some of them will have conversations with you so they can learn too, that may not want to have a conversation with me or Sunshine.
It's all a learning process. Somebody wants to go live and bring awareness on somebody. If it's done the right way, it's a good thing because people's going in that live and watching, talking about it. They're not going in Nick and Wendy's or Tim Nash's, so that's saving people going in there viewing.
Puppy Power, do you need a box? Fallon, are you wanting him up here?
No, I think he's clicking outside of your box. Guys, whenever you're clicking the like, click Checkmate's box. That way it won't send you into the chat requesting or it won't kick you out. That's where you need to click.
And that, I don't know what her name is, the Butterfly Kisses, when she goes live, that's just a gossip. That's all it is gossip, stating, putting facts out there she knows nothing about. Everybody talking about Wendy's other child. They know nothing about, I think you do, Don, but a lot of them don't know that whole story. So they're putting stuff out there that they know nothing about.
And the good thing about you, Dawn, is you said you've been watching them for so long. Like, if you could continue to be a subject matter expert, I would rather come to you and ask you, hey, did Nick ever do this? Did Wendy do this? So that way you can be the go-to person when they have questions, if they need facts or some type of something that that even if you just make a small video with a small recording with just a picture of Nick's face, like Sunshine did with Nick is stolen valor. He said a lie. He needs to be held accountable for that. And then in the comments, if they talk back and forth about something else that Wendy did or that Nick did, then that may prompt Sunshine to make another video. But he's going to stay on them because people need to know.
The thing is, I've tried, like, they would be in the chat talking about Wendy's son, and I've tried telling them she doesn't have a son. You can't tell them anything. I've tried.
I think that's something that In the future, we need to try, because that's a very good point, Dawn. There's somehow we need to combat the misinformation that goes on with people like that. There are some people that just stroll in there that just like to stir mess up. They like to get off task. They like to get to a out in left field comment, and that which brings me to Corina. And if you want to share this out to Corina and get her in here, that's fine with me. Corina, if you're on the outside, you're wrong for every single time you go up in a box and you derail the whole purpose of whatever the live is. I get that you care about turtles, and I get that he has a turtle, and I get that you have researched that it's going to cost $10,000 of a fine to have a wildlife animal in your home. That's not the cusp of what's going on here with Wendy and Nick. It is a facet, but it is not the whole focus. So when you're up in a box and you are claiming that you speak for someone that you do not speak for, i.e. digital, you don't have the right to try to go off of any clout with digital when you say her name in the chat or in the box. Stop it. I am so hyped up about the fact that we're talking with Dawn and we're trying to bring awareness to Nick and Wendy. They've been on here for so long. And the only thing that we have to talk about tonight is, instead of bringing awareness to the wrongs that Nick and Wendy are doing, we have to go and try to make sure that nobody looks at us like we're bullies, or people are coming to us and saying, look at all these things that are happening. Y'all need to go over there and fix it, when we're not the TikTok police. But I do want people to continue with the awareness community, but I don't want them to feel like they're being bullied.
Absolutely. Old Nana from Ohio. Same for Ray. That's what we're trying to speak about, is the bad behavior.
If y'all could just continue to tap the screen and share the live, please, I appreciate it.
I've shared it out to Sweet and Sassy. If anybody can share it back out to her, I'd appreciate it.
And Dawn, if there's a whole panel here and a whole bunch in the chat that if you have questions for us, please reach out. Use us as sounding boards. We'll be more than willing to help with anything. I think that the more I'm continuing to learn as well. So the more that we try to build off of each other, that if I don't know something about Nick and Wendy, I'm going to come to Sunshine and I'm going to come to you now that I have your name. And I hope that you have an open door to that. I hope other people do the same thing, because your knowledge is not something that I can get based off of watching a video. There may be something small that I missed that I can get from you because you've watched them for so long. And the biggest thing is when I stroll into Nick and Wendy's chat, I'm looking for enablers. I'm looking for Texas Ashley. I'm looking for Sarah_MB. I'm looking for people like that. So I may not get the whole story out of Nick and Wendy. I do know that Wendy is doing a whole lot. And I know that Nick is using every bit of it for money. And she knows what she's doing, though.
100%.
But she's getting rewarded for it, too, right now.
Another thing, people don't need to go real life on people. Calling people, the police to go to check on people and stuff, that's not, unless you know somebody's being physically hurt, that's not right. Calling wildlife protection services or whatever it is to somebody's house over a box turtle, that's not right.
You're right, Sunshine. Those resources are there to use if someone is in imminent danger. If that turtle had some kind of contagious disease that it was spreading throughout that house and could spread throughout their community with immunocompromised people, then absolutely. But to do it sitting up in a box just to say you're doing it, That's not right.
I mean, we've all had a box turtle. I mean, are we going to go to jail for it? Am I going to spend all my waking hours worrying if it? No, I'm not. I mean, I'm just not going to.
I'm getting a call, checkmate. I'll be right back.
Just at the end of the day, we've got to, especially like Wendy and Nick, they feed off of people going in there feeling bad for them. You know, that's why Wendy will send you her phone number, her address, 5 minutes of knowing you, because she knows you're going to send her something. I've seen it a lot. And Wendy is just a vile person using her disability. I actually felt bad for Wendy for a long time. How I even got to know Wendy. I went in there because she was getting bullied. And I don't like bullying. And I actually went in there and I stood up for her. And over time, you know, I watched her and she would get gifts and, you know, and then I started learning her even before she got moved to Nick. You know, she was in getting people to enable her. Her mom was her biggest enabler.
Oh, yeah, that's absolutely correct. Yes.
You know,
I remember when you came to me about him, and I'm like, ooh, she's been doing this.
yeah, because I actually, when I said it to you, I said it lightly, you know, and, you know, I had to tell myself she's a beggar. But, you know, the enabling's got to stop. It's getting terrible, you know, and after watching, I really actually invested my time in watching how much people enable Nick and Wendy, because sometimes I'll go on a live and I'll sit 10 minutes and I'm done with it. It's just too much for me. But on them, I actually sat and watched, and people sending them Chinese food. She'd ask for Dr. Pepper. Bam, you got Dr. Pepper. And she actually used that because then she started using it, you know, well, people sent me this other stuff. Why can't you send me this? She got crayons, art supplies. Then when she got mad, she told everybody, I'm not going to draw no more, you know? So I don't care if you draw or not.
Yeah, Wendy likes to play on the sympathy. You know, don't get me wrong, she's a different kind of person, but she's definitely, she can take care of herself.
If
She
you've ever
just won't
seen
want to.
her old TikToks, she's got another TikTok account that she can't figure out how to get into it. And that'll show you the vile person she actually is, because it's a different side of Wendy that nobody's seen. I think Ray is here. Are you here, Ray?
Yeah, I seen Wendy for what she was a long time ago.
Yep. It just she wasn't really on the spectrum because it was just a hit and miss when she was around.
Right, for sure.
And
Oh,
now
yes, Mom.
it's more than hit and miss. Hey, Ray.
Hi.
Hello, Ray.
Hi. Okay.
Fallon's on a phone call, so I'm not really sure.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I was actually on at work all day, so I really don't even know what's going on.
Okay. I see what Nana, 09 from Ohio, because I asked her what I did. And she said last night you continued to harass her about having special powers. Yes, I admit I did.
Ray, you're not harassing anybody by bringing the truth out that that Wendy doesn't have superpowers. So whoever said that, I don't agree with that. Whoever said it, Ray is calling out the truth. There's nothing wrong with that. Welcome up, Ray. Thank you for coming up. I appreciate you. I'm sorry I was on a call. I'm getting
No,
distracted.
no problem. You're good. You're good. And I want to say Sunshine has taught me a lot, because when I first went into Wendy's Live, was just a couple of months ago, I did give her groceries. I did give her Chinese. He made me aware of, he taught me, and I'm trying. I haven't given again. I have been going into more awareness, watching, and I'm learning. I am learning. But I can't admit that I did do some bullying. I did. I did.
So what do you mean you did some bullying?
Well, with Wendy, I mean, just like special powers. That's bullying. I did.
So calling out that she does not have special powers, though, is not bullying, because truth is not bullying.
Okay.
Was there, and I don't, and that's kind of one of the reasons why we're having a conversation tonight, Ray. And I'm glad that you and Dawn came up, because stating the facts, just because they're ugly, does not mean that it's bullying. And a lot of people are messaging me saying they're bullying her and that's how she's getting money. People are not understanding the difference between calling out the truth and the facts. The fact is she doesn't have powers. The fact is you said she doesn't have them. Now, if you said you're crazy, Wendy, you need to go get on some pills, or you need to go get the hell out of here, or you're dumb, that's bullying.
Yeah.
You saying you do not have powers, Wendy, is not bullying.
Okay.
I do have an issue with people getting up in the boxes to fill boxes, and then people like Sarah_MB down there in the comments saying y'all are bullying her, and that's helping the chat give them money, because they're using every single word that you guys say in the box against you. It's best to stay out of those boxes.
Yeah. Oh, I learned. I'm not anymore.
Yes, ma'am.
Y'all teaching me a lot.
And with Ashley coming up in there and lying to you guys, that was wrong.
Oh, I know.
But for her to be called to CUNT was wrong. And how many people heard that and went and thought that the rest of us, Sunshine, me, you, anybody under the umbrella of awareness, was wrong, and we're all the same.
Right.
I'm one of a kind, baby.
I mean, that's just going to make Ashley ride harder for Wendy and Nick or whoever. You know, if somebody called me that, I would make sure to go against that person where they know who I am.
I really just wish people would understand that Wendy does it because she gets away with it. She is absolutely capable of taking care of herself and providing for herself. She just does it, and she won't as long as people keep doing it for her.
Yesterday or the day before, I did get in her box because I hadn't had a chance to talk to her. I only got a chance to talk to Nick, and she told me to take that picture down that I had, or she sent me a message and told me I was going to be in trouble. But anyways, and I told her, you know, I'm not taking it down, even though she's like, what her Nick has done is the past. She says, that's the past. Let's just leave it at the past. So it tells me right there that she's used to getting her way and just moving forward, because that's shit you say when you're a kid, you know. Okay, I've done gotten whipped for it. Just leave it there, you know, then you go about your day.
Yeah, that's Wendy telling everybody that she wants to forget about all the bad behavior, and she wants you to forget about it too, so she can keep getting stuff.
Yep. Focus on today, not tomorrow, yesterday.
Exactly.
I mean, I wish we all had it like that. Our lives would be a lot easier.
And all the people, that say that she's worse now that she was with Nick, they clearly have never watched her before, because she was always like this.
Like I told people, and you guys have probably watched them enough.
Oh, must have got a phone call. Right, John Boy, for sure. Wendy is the account Michelangelo, I believe is the name of it. Sweet and Saucy's here, Fallon. Do you want her up?
Yes, please.
Sweet and Sassy, could you request, please?
I could drop if need be.
No, honey, you're fine. We got plenty of boxes. You don't have to drop.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out at some point.
No, no, you don't have to drop. It's fine. She is very manipulative. You're correct. Wendy was like this before she was with Nick. That's what people need to understand. Nick didn't make her worse. Nick just brought her back to the behavior that she's always had.
Now they're manipulating each other and they don't even see it.
Right.
She's manipulating for love and he's manipulating for money.
If y'all could just tap the screen and share the live, please, I would appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys for coming in. I appreciate it. And
Sassy's in here, but I don't know.
Okay.
Is she gonna request?
Let's see. Let me look and see if I can invite. She may not be able to talk.
So my service is going in and out because I'm in the middle of a snowstorm. So
Stay warm. Though. Stay warm.
yeah, they have lost power. So I'm here for now.
Okay.
No worry, Ashkel.
So while I'm trying to figure out how to get Sassy up here, if she can or if she can't, I haven't seen her in the comments yet.
She's in the comments, but she hasn't requested.
Okay.
Can you request a box, Sweet and Sassy?
And Sunshine, I appreciate you coming up here tonight. I hope you start coming up more.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Definitely. So, Rissa, I gotta thank you for coming up, Rissa. I appreciate it. And if you have to drop, we totally understand because we know the weather is being iffy, and just stay warm. That's all that really matters right now. This other stuff can wait. We can take care of it at a later time. We can schedule another time. That's fine. I'm concerned about when we call out enablers. When we call out enablers with the truth, that's one thing. Ashley is absolutely a liar, an enabler, and I'm not so sure she's not a scammer because she was trying to get money on her Cash App to go and see Wendy when you and I both know that that's not ever going to happen. I don't know.
Wait, they're talking about the Ashley that was in the live earlier?
The enabler, yes.
Okay.
But somehow, somewhere along the lines of calling out Ashley, there were so many things that happened in there that it wasn't just a takeaway that Texas Ashley is an enabler and a liar. It came out where she got called to CUNT.
And I apologized 3 times now about that. And I will apologize over here too. It was very wrong of me.
Wait, I'm sorry. Who called her that?
I did. I will full-heartedly say that. Yes, I did.
Oh, okay.
Earlier. I mean, she was pissing me off. We were trying to talk to her calmly, and all she was doing just over talking. So yes, and I take full responsibility, and I apologize for that.
And I appreciate that, Rissa. I want to go forward with how to get control on it now. Or I don't know what needs to. I don't know what the answer is.
I blocked her because I'm not gonna deal with that shenanigans. She, how I look at it is that I feel as if for many times that I've spoken about Nick and Wendy that I was very respectful, and I tried to like Ray, for an example. I told her, going into the box does look like you're enabling, you have center stuff, whatever. But I've always said it calmly. So yes, the way I did it today was not calmly and very unnecessary. And I can full-heartedly take full accountability for that.
Okay, I'm sorry because I haven't been on the app today, but who got called that?
The Ashley, Texas girl, she's the one that said she was going to go to Nick and Wendy's to give her a bath, and that she is a hospice worker or something.
Oh, okay. I remember that from a live.
But she kept saying that she was only going to bathe her hair or wash her hair, and even Fallon heard it, that she was going to bathe her.
She 110% said she was going over there to bathe her. And she's going to bring them chicken and dumplings.
That's kind of odd.
That's real odd.
So
Yeah.
we did say that it was creepy. Like we said that that was creepy, and she said it's no different than helping out a homeless person. And I said, well, a homeless person you wouldn't be giving a bath to. I said bringing them food is one thing, like you do, like if you go, you make meals and you hand them out on your local streets. That's one thing, but to go over to someone's house off the internet is weird, and that's what I was trying to get at.
The way that you guys handled her in the beginning when she got up there and she started lying, saying she did not say that she wanted to bathe Wendy, and the way that you guys created a poll and you handled that, it was chef's kiss. But then somehow, somewhere, it took a left turn when name calling happened. And I appreciate you apologizing. But now and it wasn't just that. With what I just said, I don't know if you were in here or not, but when I addressed Karina, that
No, I
that
wasn't.
it was okay. So Karina, she helped with the derailing when she's in the chat saying save the turtles, and she's biting at Ashley, the enabler liar, and saying, did you know that it cost $10,000 fine for having a wildlife turtle in your home? And
And that's why Prozac said this has nothing to do with it.
exactly.
because it didn't. We definitely
Yes.
said that. I know that in the beginning, like when Sarah and Ashley were going at it, I was dealing with my child and I was muted, so I really wasn't paying attention. Um, but yeah.
Yes. So if that was the first time that I've ever had to address Karina for doing some bullshit, it would be fine. Karina is always on the wrong side of derailing things. It's her thing. It's what she does. Okay. So Ashley took that opportunity to bite back after she was already being corrected with the poll and the
Mhm.
facts being spit at her to say, I didn't give them the turtle. So now
I
we're
know.
talking about
Yeah.
turtles again.
Yeah. No, I get it. Like you're supposed to stay on subject. Like it's supposed to, like if you're bringing up somebody into the box and they're enabling, it's to stay on stay on the topic, not to go off about the turtle and whatever else. And that's why sometimes I don't let certain people up in my box because of the fact that I'm on a conversation. Why am I going to go and talk about the weather? Or
Yes.
why am I, so that's I completely understand what you're getting at. Yes.
Excellent. And, and we talked earlier with Ray. Ray's staying out of the boxes because people like the enabler Sarah _MB is down in the chat calling
Yes, she's horrible.
Yes.
Her and her sister are horrible.
Yes.
I see them in every Beggars Live.
Yes.
I also wanted to bring up, like, somebody said something about Angel Girly or something.
Mhm.
I blocked her after my first live today or whatever. So I know what she's about. I didn't think she'd ever come into my lives, honestly, but she is blocked, and I can send you guys proof of that.
No, I trust you, Rissa. I do. I just saw some things that concerned me in her chat. People from your chat went over to Angel Girly's chat and was talking about sending her a Walmart order and asking her, did they have Walmart close? Do they do DoorDash? Things like that, which prompted the people that I was messaging when I was messaging people saying, Angel Girly is racist. She is a liar. She's vile. She's transphobic. She's all these things. And I come to find out the people that were asking about, does she have DoorDash or Walmart close to her, are our people. Like people we chop it up with.
Oh, see, I missed that. Honestly, there was like a chunk of my day today where I was not on social media.
I wish that was every day for us because I don't want to throw my phone in traffic. But here we are. I don't know what the answer is. I don't know how to fix what happened earlier today other than this. Us just get together and chop it up and figure out how we go forward with not being in the boxes with Nick and Wendy because they're absolutely using their disabilities and their vulnerabilities for money. They're using each other. They're using every word that you say to twist. I'm not so sure that Texas Ashley, the liar, scammer, enabler person is not going to go in there and try to go against you guys out of spite now.
Well, I mean, she definitely texted Wendy on the back end, and we all know that because of the conversation when she was on live and we could hear her speaking. So Wendy probably already knows what happened. Because she's the one that tried to say that we held a live and called Nick the P3DO,
Which is a lie. I said creepy
which
vibes.
which is how that's how the whole conversation started going south, was when she said stuff like that.
Now,
But sorry, go ahead.
the thing is, I don't know who's calling Nick that, but Nick's never been to prison or nothing. We all learned that a few weeks ago when he come honest to me about, never been in the army or nothing like that. And if people's saying that, that's just wrong, because I wouldn't want that false jacket on me.
But Sunshine, that's what I'm trying to get at. That's what I'm saying. We never said that.
Nobody
And
said that. I said that.
Ashley went and said, oh, when she called on the phone, everyone heard it. She straight said, they're on live calling you this. It never happened. The only thing that happened was somebody said, I get creepy vibes from Nick. That's it. There was no word of the P3DO ever. So I even said, don't come over here and say false things about us when we never said that about him.
Well, she's doing that because, Wendy will believe who she attaches to people. You guys wonder why she won't block me? She don't block me because she's attached to me. I've been around so long. She thinks I ride for her, but I really don't. Otherwise, I wouldn't be calling her out. And I don't know if she just don't want to see it or don't care. But at the end of the day, damn, I got sidetracked. Don't even know why. Go ahead. I'm lost.
And the only thing I wanted to say about sitting in boxes, I don't sit in boxes with Nick to be nice. I just wanted him to admit that he's racist and to take accountability for his actions. So.
And I completely understand that.
That live that was going on, I think was Butterfly. I was the one that said that Nick gives me creepy vibes, and he does. There's a lot of people that give me creepy vibes, and I said there's certain people that I wouldn't want around my kids, my pets, and that just gave me creepy vibes. I never said he was the P word.
And Sassy, maybe that is something that I don't know how we go forward, other than when you say something, say, in my opinion. In my opinion, he gives me creepy vibes, because people like Ashley and Sarah MB and her sister and the others are going to lie and do whatever it is that they can to try to and discredit you guys, because they have no lives. They are not doing the things that we're doing over here with our free time, trying to bring awareness.
Linda,
Yes,
I do
okay.
not sit in their live.
So Fallon, that's one of the biggest things that I've always said too, is like, I always use the word allegedly or
Yes.
like my opinion. That's the two, because that's just how I speak. Like, allegedly this happened, and or my opinion is this. So
There's been a bunch of us, Little Man and Linda, that has been in their boxes, but I don't make it a point to go in there all the time.
And guys, that's why we're talking tonight. So it's okay to have a good, healthy
But Little
conversation.
Man, what about
but
you?
Let's not
Little Man, what about when
argue.
you was over in Fei-Fei's trying to be a mod and offering her DoorDash? That's okay?
Okay. We're having a conversation, guys. Like, reel it back just 2 steps. If we're going to have a conversation and it's got a touchy subject, let's be professional. Chi Mama, you need to get up out of this chat before I call your ass to a box. You enabled Beth Osborne when you knew she is abusing animals and drugs and she's racist. Get out of the chat.
ew. I haven't heard that name in forever.
Sorry, guys. When we're all working towards the same goal, I think we can work it out talking here, then fighting and arguing in the comments. please. I love some sweet sassy. I love some little man. I love the people that come and want to have solid, fruitful conversations. Not we just talked about having lives where we're going to have a cadence. We're going to get up in here and we're going to talk about what's going on with the community and just hash this stuff out because we're stronger together than we are apart. Because I've always told you guys that there's a war coming and it hasn't completely come to a crest, but it is. And it's going to be every one of you guys banding together to be able to support each other. Despite if I'm here, not here anymore, Checkmate's not here anymore, whatever, because you guys are the next generation that's going to bring awareness to these people because these beggars and scammers aren't going to stop.
And Fallon, I've messaged you in a live. I've apologized to Little Man. They did not acknowledge that I apologized. And that they blocked me, which is fine. But I don't keep going after them for any reason, except when they're just mad because when they was in Fei Live, remember I sent you a message. I sent them a message and they didn't respond to 4 or 5 hours later, and that's when I called them out in Scammy's Live because their awareness. And I thought awareness wasn't supposed to go in on their main accounts and try to mod or offer DoorDash to a scammer.
Well, I mean, that's the whole gist of awareness, right? You're supposed to be bringing people aware of situations,
And I did,
begging, scamming, bad behavior. Correct.
I sent the message to Little Man, and it was about 4 or 5 hours later. They responded, and then they had looked at it but didn't respond.
Yeah, but I mean, at the end of the day, they're their own person and they're going to make their own decisions. I mean, we can sit up here and we can talk about how we want to do awareness, how we think is the correct way to do awareness, but at the end of the day, people are their own people and they're going to do what they want, right?
Well, yeah, but when it comes to awareness, we're supposed to look out and say, hey, this person, I mean, that's what I've always assumed.
I'm sorry, could you say that again?
In awareness, when you see somebody else that does awareness and they go in on their main account to ask to mod for a scammer, that does not look right. I mean, that's what I've always assumed, and we're always told don't go in there on a main account to mod or anything or offer money.
Yes, I agree with you, Sweet Sassy.
Right.
And I had a conversation in the DMs with Little Man. So did Checkmate. Checkmate actually did it in the chat where she's like, "What are you doing?" Because we were trying to make sure Little Man didn't get hacked. Because we don't ever see that out of Little Man ever.
And I sent you all my screenshots and everything, and I've told you how many times in a live that I've apologized when I've seen Little Man. They didn't even acknowledge it, which is okay. At least I was a bigger person and apologized.
I think that I'm hoping that tonight with this conversation that we all can go forward and be on the same side of things, even if we don't like how one does the other, as long as in the end we are bringing the facts, because truth isn't bullying, and we're doing it in a way where it's humane, because at the end of the day, these people are still humans, as vile and as much bad behavior as they have. It is something that needs to be called out, and we just okay, well, all right. Little Man says that you were telling the scammer and beggar chat that he was from awareness.
When I was in Scammy's Live, I said, is Little Man part of awareness? If so, they was over in Fei Live trying to mod and DoorDash, is what I said. I've sent you the screenshots, Fallon.
Okay. Sassy, I do have to apologize. Like I started out, I know you weren't here earlier, but I did tell everybody the amount of messages that I have this is one of the reasons why I asked Checkmate for the privilege of having another box tonight, because I am so out of control on my messages. I don't want you guys to think that your messages to me are unimportant. They're not. They are the most important thing I have. I just am distracted. I've got a million things going on. So please don't think that just because you either got a red receipt
Oh
or
no,
it's
you've read them and answered me back. That was like
okay.
a
Okay.
few months ago, but
Okay.
I don't know why little man keeps bringing it up.
Okay. Well, no one needs to be telling anybody that anybody's from awareness in the chat. Nobody needs to be pointing out bad behavior unless you have. I know you have the screenshot, Sassy, but I just think that if I I'm kind of blown away right now a little bit because I don't want awareness to fight. I want us to get on the same page to deal with the little things now so we can deal with the big thing that is coming. And if we can all get on at least the same side of what's right is right and wrong is wrong, let's do that. Little man, I have never seen you do anything other than record. I did see you that one time you offered tacos to someone who's been begging, lying, and scamming a long time. Checkmate called you out in the chat. You stopped, or so I thought, unless I'm wrong. And I thought we were all good.
Exactly, Rissa. That's the last thing you want beggars to see. Tim and Angelo use it all the time. Awareness is fighting, and we've seen him use it time and time again. And he did it for a money grab.
Yeah, I don't think people understand if awareness could actually come together and work together, it would help. It would be phenomenal.
It would.
I'm definitely not going to work with people that have begged on the back end. I don't care who it is and have had bad behavior. I will not do that. But having conversations like this and lives like this where everybody can come together and talk about things is a goal that we should be setting.
At the end of the day, that's why we're all here. I'm not here for no other reason. I mean,
Right.
yeah, it's enjoyment, I guess, a little, but, then watching all these people beg and the enablers help, it's sickening. It'll piss you off, actually.
Alan, I have a question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I was watching the sisters, I'm talking about the three sisters
Yes.
fight all the time. And there was a group that was going in there trying to get them to fight. And I was in there telling them to ignore them and just go on and just try to get along. Okay, was I wrong about that?
No, that's not enabling. I don't think that that's enabling at all. Enabling is when
For that, and another time I was called stupid for something. I'm fed up.
okay.
I don't give them money. I don't encourage them to do it. But like advice, like what's going on with them, I do give that.
So we have to be really careful, Joanne, when we get up here as people who go live and try to give advice. If we are for them not to fight, that's fine. We don't need to be fighting and arguing. No one does. Bringing awareness, because truth is not bullying. But at the same time, if we're saying like, hang in there, you're doing such a good job, I'm so proud of you, those are enabling. And I say this all the time, being kind is not enabling. But when you are selling into the narrative of the pity parties, or you think that they one day they went 1 hour without begging and they're doing a good job, there's no room for that.
No.
So we got to be really careful. And Joanne, people are going to look for you to say something just so they can come and tell us about it. Or if they're over there wanting to cause some type of drama, they're going to say, well, Joanne said something, so let's talk about that for an hour, so they can get their own gifts and money, etc., because they're trying to draw engagement in for themselves. Right?
No, I sent you the stuff on the group. They were encouraging them to fight.
Let's see if you go to heaven. You're almost there. I might need you to send me.
It's on your other page.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I will definitely look into that, Joanne, because that might be something I needed to look dig a little bit more in.
And
Sorry,
I,
it's repeating, Jim. You might have to go out and then come right back in because it's not supposed to be repeating like that, Jim.
I just was telling them don't pay attention to what they're saying, and y'all get along. I've been in that situation. I'm in that situation with my family. So I mean, it's 50 years of this going on, and I ignore my family, and I don't want to see them regret some of the things I've regretted.
And from a human scale, Joanne, that's absolutely admirable. But if it's talking about Sheena and Fifi and the other one, which is name, I don't watch Sheena because I just can't stomach it. I just can't. That people say that she's not begging, but she's absolutely brutal to her chat.
And that's not who I was talking to.
Oh, okay.
I was in Fifi's.
Okay.
I don't say nothing in Sheena's and I don't say nothing in Jessica's. But I do say, because Fifi.
Oh my God.
Hey, Fallon, let's go ahead and hash this out.
I don't want to hash it out with a racist. Just don't want to.
I'm not
I don't want to
racist.
have
You better
anything
get your
to
shit
do
right.
with
You
you
don't boss
talking
me.
about whenever
I'm
you
not a
want to
fucking
abuse
racist.
somebody, whenever you're
Tap
over
the
there
screen,
supporting Beth
everybody. Tap that
Osborne.
screen.
Tap the screen, y'all.
Is there or is there not a recording of you sitting over in a box enabling the racist, animal abusing Beth Osborne and the drug addict Devin? Yes or no?
You're on mute. You have to come off mute to talk, but if you start screaming again, I'm going to fucking drop you. Be respectful or get out of here. I won't tolerate people screaming in the boxes. Sorry.
I've been ostracized for a year because I got blocked for saying, hey, how are you? Nobody told me I couldn't go on Tim and Angela's live and try to play both sides of the fence. Nobody said there were specific rules. I wasn't in the boxes in awareness. I was just listening to what awareness was saying. So when I got blocked by Fallon after I got her message saying, I'm so disappointed, and then blocked me and didn't even tell me what you was disappointed in because I was in Tim and Angela's live. So yeah, out of spite, I went in Beth's live. I thought, fine, I'll go in their boxes. You want to ostracize me like that? Fine, I'll go in their boxes. Nobody gave me this set of rules that you can't go in their live. You're not supposed to say anything. You're not supposed to play both sides of the fence. Everybody else can. I can't. I mean, KK could. That was no problem. Oh, slap her on the wrist. You're good, KK. Tammy with SP. Slap her on the wrist, funneling thousands of dollars behind the scenes. That's okay. You're good. You apologized. I don't even know what I got blocked
excuse
for.
me. Who said that was okay?
What do you mean who said it was okay? Everybody in awareness has slapped him on the wrist and said it's good. You're good. You said I'm sorry. You're good. I never got the chance to say I'm sorry because every time I turned around, I was getting blocked. And I don't know what I did to get blocked for the first time. All I was in Tim and Angela's live. And I said, how are you doing? The next thing I know is I get a DM from Fallon saying, I'm so disappointed, blocked.
But you're not just in their lives. You're in a lot of scammers and beggars' lives.
Yeah, I go watch Tim Nash. I watch the shit show unfold.
Who else? It's not just those two. I've seen you everywhere.
Reborn Mama. I like to watch their shit show unfold. But I'm not gifting. I'm not sending money on the back end. I'm just watching. So why is that a problem if everybody else can go do it? But Chi Mommy at 5 can't. Everybody else can, but Chi Mommy at 5 can't.
So, Chimami of 5, do you want to tell them why? I told them, I messaged you on the back end and said I'm so disappointed.
I don't know why you said that because I was in Tim and Angela's live.
Because you were Tim and Angela's live. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm going to get a screenshot.
Get it.
And that's why we're holding this live tonight, for people being in other lives, carrying on in there, supporting and enabling.
I'm not in Beth's Instagram. I haven't seen Beth and Devin in forever.
You're in other lives, Enabler.
And who?
You're in other lives, Enabling.
Who? Where? Please tell me.
You don't go into no other lives.
Whose lives do I go in?
Tim and Angela?
I got blocked from them months ago. Try
Months
again.
ago. I'm sure you found a new one since then.
What do you mean a new one? I watch Tim Nash just like everybody else does.
I don't go in there and support him.
I'm not supporting. You've got to be gifting, encouraging, handing over,
No. Supporting
sending money.
is just sending them money.
I
If
didn't
you're
send them
going in
money.
there tapping their screen, you're
Didn't
in
tap
there
their
chatting
screen.
with them, you're bringing people in from the FYP.
I didn't tap the screen. Never have.
You can't go into a awareness watch and watch it from there or watch it from the outside.
You know why? I've tried, but you know what happened, right? I just explained that. That's your pot calling the kettle black.
Well, this screenshot says message me your Cash App and I'll send you a treat.
Yeah, well, have you ever tried to play somebody on the back end?
Nope.
No, I don't do deceptive behavior.
That's helping the next person say, you know what, she's going to send them some money, so I'm going to send them money.
Well, I didn't send them money.
I trust them.
But you
But it
just
looks
I'm
like
happy
you're-
to give you screenshots of my Cash App from, 2 years ago?
What I'm saying is what you said right there, message me your Cash App, I'll send you a treat.
Yeah, but did you get the screenshot of the person a few lines above that was saying, oh, your awareness, and I'm going to go tell on you?
It still don't matter. People see that.
That's
comment
right, because Chi Mommy's the only one out of everybody
I
that's
don't know
ever
who
fucked
you are.
up. No, I'm
But
the
I've
only
heard
one.
your name. And I've
I'm the
also
only
seen
one
you.
that has ever fucked up, done something out of spite, but I'm ostracized for over a year.
You just said you go into Tim Nash's live. You're in
See, I
there.
don't think
I
that's-
don't enable.
Hey, calm the fuck down.
But
You
you're
don't have to
accusing me of
scream.
enabling, and I'm not.
You're all defensive up here. Calm down. It's a conversation.
Okay, so I'm the only one that can't handle a conversation. Okay.
Oh my gosh, lady.
Well, go ahead and have at me. I'll be quiet.
Nobody is trying to have at you. She was simply wanting to ask you a question and show you screenshots. And
I saw the screenshot, and then I asked prior to that.
Alan, do you have questions?
I mean, Chi Mommy, there's your version, my version, and then there's the screenshots. So you said all you were is in Tim and Angela's live and you were just in there.
I did not. I said I asked them how they were doing.
Okay, you asked
And
them
then
how
there
they were
was
doing.
somebody named Bubbles. I can't remember the rest of it. I've not been well since then.
Okay.
A few lines ahead that kept saying, oh, your awareness, and I'm going to go tell them you're in here.
So
I did what I did. I said what I said out of spite. I'm like, go tell them then. Here. Let me give you something to tell them.
And then telling Beth Osborne she's a great human being. was
I
out of
didn't do
spite
that.
too?
I didn't tell her she was a great human being. I told her that I don't like the things you do. You don't like the things I do. But I'm not going to keep saying the ugly, vile things that I've said, because I said some ugly shit and karma come back and bit me. But I did a lot of that out of spite, Fallon, because you blocked me and I had no idea why. You didn't even tell me, hey, I'm going to block you because you did this. You didn't give me a chance to explain anything. You didn't have a conversation with me then.
I'm floored. I don't even know what to say, y'all. You were going to enable a drug addict out of spite. Do you have funeral money too, or what?
I didn't give them any money.
No,
I didn't
you
enable
didn't, but
them.
the
I
other
didn't gift them.
59 people that were in her chat at the time possibly thought about doing it when she was messaging them on the back end because you signed off on it.
I didn't sign off on it.
You absolutely signed off on
I
that.
most
And I can
certainly
bring
did
asshole
not.
up in this box if I need to.
Who?
When you go into a scammers and beggars live and you ask them for their Cash App, that is enabling them. That is showing other people that they're getting money and it's okay to give them money.
Well, I didn't give them money, and I didn't realize that it was okay in people.
I didn't say that you
I
were
wasn't
giving
part
them
of the big
money.
group. And I did a lot of what other people did. I just got in trouble for it. They didn't. But I didn't give them money. I haven't gifted them. I'm happy to show my Venmo, my Cash App transactions, and my PayPals. 90% of it's going to be to lot rent, my significant other. Like, I didn't give them anything. I don't gift anybody anymore because I don't think people that are streaming these guys need to be gifted either.
So Beth Osborne don't have proof of you sending her a Cash App on the back end?
Swear to God on my life and every dog I've got, and they're all I care about.
I was just asking, so somebody put it in the chat. I'll read it to you. Hold on. And they said they were going to try to find the video. He also sent Beth Cash App on the back end. Beth loves to show proof when we go to her side.
Who?
I'm guessing you.
No, I mean, who said that? No, okay, so I can't see who that is. Fallon, she also sent Beth Cash Apps on the back end. Beth loves to show proof when we go to her. Okay, so hold on a minute. Hey, can I get you to come here a minute?
She may not be able to. Most of the time she stays in the chat. Y'all are going to tap the screen. I got audio to play. Okay? That screenshot that Birdie has on hers, this is the audio that goes with it.
Up here and say was, I am sorry that I ever doubted anything about you and Devin. You guys are doing the best you can with what you've got, same as I am. And I really, really, really hope things go the way you need them to go. And again, I've seen anti-scam ask for money. So, you know what? Practice what you fucking preach before you come at somebody. But I really do. I hope things go good for you guys. I learned a valuable lesson. Don't cry. They don't get to steal your fucking power. They don't get to steal your fucking peace.
I appreciate that, love. I really
And I'm
do.
sorry to be cussing on your live. I don't want to get you banned. But I found out real quick that if I didn't dance to their tune, or if I didn't go bully somebody, or if I didn't go report the Cash App, or if I even went in somebody's live that wasn't asking for anything, that was just battling, I was messaged what a disappointment I was and what a shame, and then I was blocked. So I don't want to hear them with their resources and their BS when they don't turn their gifts off. You know, it's a double fucking standard, really for thee, but not for me.
I've been screaming that for over a year now. Look at
It is a double standard.
made $1,100 last night in a 3 battle. $1,100 she made. Hell, we did the fucking math. Mel spent $2,500 last night in TikTok gifts. How is that any different than me just being honest?
Exactly.
That's the best math.
Garden supplies. Y'all, I'm out of dog food. Y'all, I'm out of this. Y'all, I'm out of that. I don't tell nobody no lie to get nobody. Hold on. Is that the Jessica Chastain? Hold on. Okay, I thought it was this creator I started following. She's hilarious. She makes fun of her MAGA family all the time.
Well,
She was going Christmas light. She was looking at Christmas lights with him, and she asked him, so if Jesus offered free healthcare, would y'all just call him a socialist or crucify him for a second time? Yeah, Soulshine, like I said, Chimney, it was funny the other day. They were writing in a book who was going to gift Elizabeth what during her battle.
At what times and all that.
Yeah, they were plotting it. They were like, and then they were taking up donations for gifts.
Well,
What false sense of entitlement do I have? I've tried to have jobs, Twiddle. You're wrong about that. I don't have a false sense of entitlement, boo-boo.
no, you ask for help. There's no entitled there. You're always saying, if you can, please. If you can, please. If you can't, I get it. But if you can, please, you don't demand anything.
No,
I'm sorry, what did you say, Chi Mommy?
Yeah, and I told you a minute ago I did it out of pure spite. Y'all gonna ostracize me, then I'm gonna be an ass.
Okay, well then, I hope that your money doesn't make it to be someone doesn't breathe the next day. So
I'm
you
not
have a
gonna give
nice
my
day,
money
Chi
to
Mommy.
anybody.
Have a nice day. Thank you for coming up. Goodbye.
So, doing stuff out of spite is wild. I've never been a part of an awareness live with Gifts on. And she actually name dropped people in the chat. Yes, Sunshine, of course. Let me find them. Top 5 ways. Who's is that? Probably top 4 ways, actually.
Yeah.
Who else was it? Scammy Claus and Scam Opera. None of them are in this live. I don't know. She's not part of awareness, Cindy. She never has been.
I can't even come in here fast enough to send you a heart me to reactivate that because you turn them off so fast.
I turn them off before I even go live.
Right. Because you're doing it for what's right.
It makes me wonder whenever I message people and I say I'm disappointed. Should I just go ahead and start cussing them out? Because that's just not me. I can't cuss somebody out in their DMs and I just say my feelings. I'm disappointed. I guess I could have not said anything at all and just blocked her on sight, but I just needed her to know I was disappointed. I didn't have to be mean, but clearly that stayed with her more than me cussing her out, right?
Sounds like it.
Yeah, I just, don't you hate it when people actually have receipts? I mean, that's just the shit right there.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yes, Skittles. We'll cover her really quickly. So I do want to clear up when someone has a receipt and you guys do a damn good job keeping receipts forever and you drop them in a video or you make sure that everyone else knows it. Thank you. Because this is why. Keep doing what you're doing, even though you get frustrated and it seems like it's not working. It is. We're never going to stop these beggars and scammers. We're never going to stop the amount of money that they're getting, but we can slow it down.
But we got to work together, not against each other.
Yes, absolutely. Boo Bear tonight was on, of course, begging and scamming and lying. She showed her kitchen just yesterday, and it's okay, Ash Cole. Begging, scamming, and lying. She showed her kitchen. She talked about how she didn't get anything for Thanksgiving. She had just been to a food pantry. You guys, she showed her kitchen. Yes, it doesn't have a refrigerator, and yes, it doesn't have a stove. He is working there to fix the house up so they are nice and warm and they are being taken care of. They are trying to take care of the dog. I'm not sure about this. She said that her little dog does not eat dog food. It eats human food because it won't eat dog food. Now, I don't know if it's one of those situations where she says that she's allergic to water. If the dog is allergic to dog food, I do not know. But I do know that she's lying about the fact that she gets free clothes. She goes and gets those. She is going to a food bank and she's got that. They are in a place where she said she was staying in a tent. I don't think, and this is my opinion, they spent any time in a tent because when he was yelling and screaming at her, recorded by Tooth Fairy and Ladybug and Beggars Beware and several others that recorded the screaming and yelling match between her and Stanton Newton. He was mad, and it didn't sound like he was too happy with her begging because it was her fault. And everyone knows that it's her fault because she got on there and she used two people's tragedies to get money on her Cash App to do whatever with it. And she's been begging 2 and 3 times a day, but yet she's calling out people like Maggie Foster for begging and scamming and lying because she's not getting a share of it.
Are we talking about Gang Gang?
Yes, pew, pew, pew.
Okay.
So let me address something in the comments. Sweet Queen, are you a moderator for Fei Fei?
Hey, Cassidy.
I only have the purple notebook out, so I that name sounds familiar, but it is not. It's not the most prevalent one.
Not the papers flapping.
I'm sorry. I have a queen that's a Fei Fei mod, but I don't think it's that one.
Princess Peach says yes, Fallon.
Oh, okay. So why are we modding for a racist? I'm confused. Is that why you're over here now, to get educated so you're unable to support someone with a view like that? Sweet Queen? You know that Fei Fei has said some really horrible things, and she's actually lied and scammed and taken people's heartstrings for a ride with her bullshit, right? Do you still mod for her, or were you a mod?
She said she doesn't mod for Fei Fei ever. Sweet is telling lies. I
Well,
don't
I've never
know
known
who she is.
Princess Peach to lie, so I gotta say that. And she always has a screenshot and receipts when she writes down stuff. So, is it okay if we do a little research and come back later on this one? Let me do some research on it. I promise you guys I will circle back and I will bring what I find back when I've had a chance to get in DMs and look at screenshots and things. Is that okay, Sweet Queen? Princess Peach? Sassy? I promise I'll close the loop on it.
Or if you have screenshots, send them now.
Y'all tap the screen. We're being reported.
I mean, if Sassy's got screenshots, grab them, bring them up, and just fix it now. If not, they need to hash it out in the DMs or something. Going in other lives, keep bringing this up just probably isn't healthy in no live.
Yeah, I mean, you should really provide proof if you have it. If you're gonna call somebody out for something, show it. Nobody?
Okay, I'm going to put a screenshot up of Fei Fei's face because maybe you might have scrolled in there and she might have made you a mod without you knowing. This is not a screenshot of Sweet Queen being a mod. This is just a screenshot for Sweet Queen to look at the face and see if she might have stumbled across Fei Fei.
Sassy, if you have the screenshots, you need to send them if you're gonna call her out in a chat.
That's definitely a face you don't forget.
It's what dreams are made of, Sunshine.
Absolutely. Broken dreams.
I didn't say broken.
I did.
Okay, sweet queen, we're gonna get to the bottom of it. Give us a few.
Right, Bugs? What comes out of Fei-Fei's mouth is so much more horrible than anybody's dreams, sadly.
I guess she sent them to you, Fallon. I don't know.
Okay, I'll be right back. Look out, so that name, it sounds familiar, but it is not.
Sassy, do you know you're in a box?
Yes.
Okay, because all we can hear is your TV.
Yes, I left the other room. I sent Fallon the screenshots. Yes, Princess Peach, Sweet Queen is Linda. Yes, I have the screenshots. I sent them a while back to Fallon months ago. I have to look at my phone to resend them. But if you listen to Charlie, and if you listen to Sweet Queen, aka Linda, there's been many places where she has been live and their same exact voices.
So how do you have that proof in a screenshot?
Somebody sent me the screenshots on TikTok from a while back that I sent to Fallon.
You can't prove somebody's voice in a screenshot, though.
No, you can hear. No, the other screenshots where I have showed Fallon that Charlie and Linda are the same people under different accounts.
Okay, so again, Sassy, you and I have had this conversation. You haven't brought anything to the table, proven who I am. I've been more than upfront. Wait, no, I'm going to talk because you don't ever let me talk because you always run your mouth.
There's screen recordings of you.
So when you have
Charlie,
proof of me, who I am, that I'm supposedly this Charlie person, then I will say, okay, but until then, keep my name out of your mouth. Because I'm not Charlie. I don't even know where that shit even started, but it came from you. You're the one that constantly runs your mouth saying I'm Charlie. You're the only one. And then you go over and run your mouth and Princess Peach and everyone else. I don't even know who Princess Peach is. But obviously they've been listening to you because they think I'm Charlie also. So until there's proof, and again, I've asked for it many times. And of course, you said you sent it to Fallon. But there's never been anything sent or shown that it was me. So until then, I'm not going to discuss it any further. I just appreciate you keeping your name out of my name out of your mouth, saying that I'm someone that I'm not.
Can I ask you something?
Furthermore,
be honest
I'm sorry,
with me?
Sunshine. Just a minute,
Okay, go
Sunshine,
ahead.
please. Thank you so much. Furthermore, when you had your falling out with Scammy Claus, you sent me a message apologizing for being so rude to me. And I have those screenshots. And then you blocked me. It made absolutely no sense. I'm sorry, Sunshine. Go ahead.
I was just going to ask, are you indeed this Charlene? Yeah, I mean, it's yes or no.
I am not Charlie. I don't even know who Charlie is.
Okay. So no Linda or nothing?
My name's Linda. Absolutely, my name's Linda.
Okay. Well,
Absolutely.
Okay. So they're just saying you're Charlie?
They're saying I'm Charlie, correct.
Okay. That's all I was wanted to ask, if you was or if you're not.
I appreciate you giving me the box to let me talk. Again, this is nothing that hasn't been talked in other lives. She spews lies about me. And again, I'm a very quiet person normally. But when someone continually for months to say I'm someone I'm not, a person can only take so much till they speak up.
Linda, who stood up for Sean, who?
Yes, I used to follow Sean. Many of us used to follow Sean. Absolutely.
Are we talking about Sean this
Sean,
begging?
yes.
Okay.
Many of us sat with Sean for a while, including Sweet and Sassy, including other awareness pages. Does that make us a bad person? Absolutely not.
She's more than welcome to speak. I don't know why she's muted.
No, I muted myself.
No, I'm talking about Sassy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So, Linda, you don't enable Gummy Bear anymore. And you're not that assumed Charlene.
Mods, if you're muting people, please don't do that.
Fallon, I have never enabled Gummy Bear. I've never enabled Sean. We all were there as friends. We had some great times with Sean, and others will tell you the same thing. But Sean took a turn for the worse and started begging. At that point, the connections were cut off.
Okay.
But Fallon, I am not Charlie. And I'm just tired of
I have them.
Sweet and Sassy saying it. If Sweet and Sassy says that I'm Charlie, then she needs to show the proof.
And I will when I can get on my other phone to get all of them. I will.
Well, let me guess. Let me guess, though. You're not going to find them.
Can I talk,
yes,
please?
I will find them because I have them.
Sassy, let me talk, please. You can't come in alive and accuse people of being someone unless you have the proof ready to show. That's not how it works.
Well, Fallon has all the screenshots. Now the screen recording.
This is your burden of proof to show.
And
You're
I
the
will.
one who called her out.
Yes,
And
I
she's
will.
been calling me out for months. I just want to put it to rest.
Okay.
Sheena, please don't. Sheena, please do not.
I want to address
Sheena,
Sassy so she won't
please
come
do
my
not.
live. I need her to stop running and running your name when there's been no
Sheena,
proof. I'm a
please
Sean
stop.
expert.
Please, please. I asked you not to speak, please.
So you are the Linda that enabled Sean in his behaviors.
I did not enable Sean. I don't know what you mean by enable.
You were there when he doxed Scammy Claus.
I don't recall where I was at that point, but I do know. But I have watched him, absolutely. Have I enabled him or given him anything? Absolutely not.
I'm not saying you gave him money. You enabled him. You allowed him to call Scammy. You allowed him to call Scammy Claus the C word.
How did I allow him to call him? He's a grown ass adult.
So
How am I supposed to be in?
You know right from wrong.
How am I supposed
calling a
to
woman
say,
the
okay,
C
Sean,
word
you better stop?
is degrading.
Okay.
Degrading.
And you're no one to me, Princess Peach. You're someone who
You're
wants to
nothing
be
to me.
something,
You're nothing to
but
me,
I am
you're
not
an enabler
answering
for a
to
scammer.
you. You have nothing to do with this whole conversation.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Because I watch Sean. I study Sean. I bring awareness to Sean.
Good.
We
Sean
call
needs
him
it.
Charlie
Sean needs
Tuna.
awareness brought to him. Absolutely. After the
Call
shenanigans,
him, you call him
absolutely.
Charlie Tuna. Charlie has nothing to do with it. We gave you a nickname of Charlie Tuna. That's where the Charlie came from. You are Sean's enabler. She Extra, you're in She Extra's live. Are you not?
That is no one's business. That and furthermore, I will sit where I want to sit. I don't know what that has to do with anything with talking.
Sit wherever you want, but
I can
you're
sit wherever I want. You're right.
You're an enabler. You're nothing.
Okay. Well, whatever enabler is, that's fine. If that's what you want to call me, then that's fine. I'll sit where I want. I don't
sit wherever you want, but just know there's 200 people in here that now know that you're a scammer enabler.
Oh yes, I'm a scammer.
Well, scammer
wow,
enabler.
Fallon. Checkmate and Fallon. I can't believe you just allowed that to happen.
We're not going to say that because nobody's provided any
All right,
proof of
I'm
that.
out of here. I don't need this. I don't
hold
need
on
this
just a second.
nonsense.
Give us a second. I'm trying to get in here a second, Sweet Queen. Just hold on. All right.
She ran like a track star.
Well, do any of you have proof yet?
That's
You're sitting here
what we're trying
Go
to.
look at the video. Go look at Scam
and there's
Slam's
no proof
video.
yet.
Okay.
And her name.
I've sent Fallon. If you go back to your messages, I've sent you screenshots from way back, telling you that Somebody sent me screenshots of Linda being Charlie, the same
Correct.
person.
Charlie was her screen name over with Gummy Bear.
Yes. And on TikTok.
Correct.
I do want to just clarify the conversation that just happened, though. When Peaches just said scammer enabler, she did not call her a scammer.
No, I did not. I said she was a
Sweet
scammer.
Queen is not a scammer. She said
Correct.
scammer enabler, and
Correct.
we haven't seen any receipts. I hope that she comes back. I hope she messages me. I don't want to do this, guys. I don't want to cause anybody any grief that we cannot prove, because over here in this platform we have to say what we say and then prove it. I liked that she was over here kicking it with us. I mean, she's gone now, but that's not fair. And I'm oh man.
Well, here's the thing. We do things differently over here. If you're going to call somebody something, then you need to have the proof ready to go. You don't just come up in here and make accusations without showing what you're talking about.
There's a whole YouTube channel. Scam Slam, Scammy Claus. Any video you need, it's there.
You guys are the ones calling her out. You need the videos. You need to prove it.
I know exactly what she is.
We found about this a long time ago, and it went nowhere. Did it not?
An enabler. I didn't say you were a scammer, Sweet Queen. I said you were an enabler. I never said you were a scammer, but you enable scammers. I don't have to prove it. Go look at Scam Slam's videos. Your name is there. It's Charlie.
Okay. So we need to make sure that when we're calling people, being kind is a different story than selling into the narrative. And if she's still just learning, guys, then we need to be in a teachable moment. I cannot even explain how many times that people get in my DMs and they're like, but I was just in there trying to be nice. There's a difference between being kind and there's a difference between enabling, saying, I'm so proud of you, you did a good job, or you just called Scammy Claus a CUNT and I'm supporting it. That's right. Scammy Claus is a CUNT. Like that to me is enabling. Now, if that's the case, then get in the DMs, talk to her. And if she told you to kick rocks, then block her. Like if she tells me to kick rocks later, I'm going to respect that. And I'm going to be like, okay, I personally don't think that we need to be calling anybody. See you next Tuesday. But being kind is not enabling. Enabling is supporting their bad behavior, calling people's names, taking people's money, etc. You guys need to be the leaders that you have shown yourselves to be and continue to do the job that you're doing. When we talk about bringing screenshots and footage and things like that, I promise you, Sassy, I will go through all my messages from you and I will screenshot everything again just to make sure that I have it ready.
Yes, because I know you have it. I mean, I'd have to go back. It's going to take me forever to go back and dig through all that. I can resend them later tonight or probably be tomorrow.
I'll go through my messages.
No, I'm sorry. That's still not flying with me. To call somebody out and not have the proof to back it up. I don't like that at all. Not over here, not on my platform. A lot of people talk and talk and talk and don't prove anything. And over here, that's what we do.
So we'll get you another copy of the screenshots and that'll be it.
Yeah, I mean, Princess, you know, how long do you know me?
Most of my TikTok.
Okay, and what do I always come with? Proof and receipts, do I not?
Receipts. So we'll just get you another copy of the screenshots.
Yeah, well, I'll just do that. I'll get off here tonight and do it tonight or tomorrow because I have everything. I always keep all my proof.
That fair?
But we're all flat-footed on she did not give him any money or give him any gifts, correct?
Oh, I don't know. I watch hundreds of videos a day. I couldn't even tell you. I don't watch her like that. She's not irrelevant. She's irrelevant.
Okay, I just want it clear so that when the people leave here, that they're not thinking that she funded any type of drinking.
I don't have that in front of me right now. I'm not saying she funded. I'm not saying she gave him money. I'm saying she just enabled his crappy behavior.
Okay.
Because
No, I
what
know
happens
you
when
are.
she goes into a live now, people will see her and say, "Oh, she's doing awareness on you," and it just starts a whole big mess.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch the beginning of your sentence.
I'm just saying, when she goes into another live, people are going to attack her for something that there's been no screenshots showed of yet.
I told you, we'll get you screenshots tonight or tomorrow.
Okay.
It's as simple as that.
Sunshine, you know as well as I do, you know that I've always shown proof and receipts for everything.
I understand that, and that's all anybody's asking.
I mean, but now I just can't go dig. I'm not gonna go hunt. You know how long ago that
Okay,
was?
but you were quick to call somebody out and you had no proof to back it up.
Yeah, because
That's what I'm saying. I don't care if you can go get them. If you're going to call somebody out, you need to have them ready. Because that's not fair to the other person.
Why? Because I've already had sent them to Fallon before.
It's not Fallon's burden to prove, it's yours.
Yes.
You're the one saying it.
And I will get them.
No, that's your rules, Checkmate. Those are your rules.
It's my platform. So
Yes.
yeah, it is my
Those are
rules.
Your rules, your platform. Some of us don't fly the same way. No offense.
Well, you don't fly with bringing receipts?
She extra. I do back it up.
You have no stake in this game until she started attacking Sassy in the live.
Yeah, she was attacking me, and then I stopped, and she kept on going and going and going.
I asked her to stop. This is not the time or place for it.
Tishy Wishy, it's in my other phone right now. Do you know how many screenshots I have and screen recordings? A whole hell of a lot.
I want you guys to know that we would be fighting if this was me and someone called me out and said I did something. They would be fighting just as hard to show a screenshot, I promise you. And just because Queen is new to us and she's not new to you guys, I don't want anybody walking away from here feeling like anybody got bullied. We argued, none of that. We're just trying to settle it with screenshots, just like I told you, Mommy. There's your side, my side, and then the screenshots, and everybody else can just go on.
No, Princess has been around for quite a while, and she always comes with proof and receipts as well.
Hey, Fallon, I think we need to readdress this. You can probably do it really good. The Greasy Spoon said, I thought they said being in their chat is enabling them. Being in their chat, if you're just going in, Fallon, you can explain that.
Being in the chat is not enabling. If I see that you're in the chat, I'm in there too. I'm in there to message people that look new, to message them and give them the top 5 reasons why these people have been caught scamming, lying, exhibiting bad behavior, addiction, racist remarks, abusive behavior towards an animal, or child exploitation. If you're in there, I'm in there too. But if you're talking, it's triggering the algorithm to bring more people in to see their pities and their lies. It's okay to be over there. Some of us disagree. Some of us think that if you're over there, you're triggering the algorithm altogether. I'm in there for business. I'm in there not because I enjoy the shit show. It is because I am looking for people that are enabling and sending money or about to. Because the people who are sending money should be spending it in their community with the whites of the eyes of the people that they cross every day.
Then you're stalking. How are you stalking? So if you're in a chat, you're stalking people?
I think she must have got filtered because Phil is normally, the past 2 days that I've been watching her, she's pretty smart. So I think that was taken out of context.
He actually is smart.
So I think that either something got filtered or it's taken out of context. And Greasy Spoon, if you go in there and you comment, that's fine. But if you know that they are exhibiting bad behavior, if they are animal dumping, using their kids, anything like that that you know, or if you go up to the top of the TikTok search bar, you type their screen name in and you already know what they're about, then I don't even honestly think if you're going in there, look for people to message and let them know too. Because it's way too hard for everybody to be in the same place at once.
Yeah, and I just want to remind everybody Thursday night we will have the investigator in a box talking about Gov. So make sure y'all join.
Are we going to be okay if I can revisit this next week after we do some research? I know that you guys are saying it's irrelevant, it's not important, but it is important because I want Queen to come around here and hear more about scammers. I want her to tell me stories about Sean that I haven't heard. I want Princess Peach and Sweet Sassy, I want everybody to know that when they do say something, they have seen something, that there is a little flicker of a fire. But I'm not going to believe it until I've seen a screenshot. And I want Queen to come chop it up with us some more because there may be something she could teach us. There is plenty more that I can still learn. So are we all good with that?
That's fine. This is totally unexpected for me.
Okay. I am so proud that you guys took a box though, because like it's hard to get some people that are not comfortable taking boxes.
No, I took a box. I just didn't. I'm just laying here like a slob. I'm just laying here like a slob, listening to you guys. And then when I saw hell break loose, I was like, oh Jesus.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you guys coming up. Y'all stay warm. I hope you'll stick around.
I hope you can join Thursday, Joanne. It should be very interesting.
Okay, so going back to Boo Bear. So Boo Bear has now got, this is a family affair. When Stanton Newton 780 was in the chat, there was a bunch of feedback and a bunch of things going on. And he's like, can you see me? When he was talking to Boo Bear, aka Angel Girly, aka Julie Newton 448. And there was so much feedback going on. She knew he was in the live. She saw his comment. That's his screen name. Stanton Newton 780. He's now begging for dog food and human food on his account. I want everybody to message that account. He can only block us once, right? At least 1 or 2 messages have got to get through to Stanton Newton 780. Because Julie is using his account to beg, his account to delete messages that he's getting. She's going into his message request and he is never getting the message that his wife is the reason that he is struggling as hard as he is, because she's using people to get money. And one of the people that she's using is her sister, Amy, which was in the chat and has been funding her bad behavior. Because if you guys are wondering who's paying for the hotel room when she said she was in the tent, when she said that she needed food, it's her sister, Amy. Amy has more accounts than Matilda. Amy has over 44 accounts. I don't know how many devices she has, but my inbox was full at one point where she liked every single Boo Bear video, but she's still sending them money because I don't have read on if she's really in a group home or if she's just intellectually challenged enough to have all these devices and all these accounts. Because I have 8 burners and 2 mains, and I can't keep up with them. I can't even imagine with the amount that she's got that she can contain all of that. She's giving them money. The Amy account that you see go in there all the time saying, hi, sissy, that's her. She gave them $5, and Papa gave her $11. Stanton said on live today, recorded, that he messaged Amy and asked her for $20 for food, but all she had was $5, and she gave them the $5. I would prefer that you guys don't message Amy because I don't know 100% if Amy is in a group home or not. But she is on TikTok. Those are her names. But Stanton Newton 780 needs to be messaged, and hopefully 1 or 2 tags or something's going to get through so he can talk to Julie and tell her to stay the hell off of begging off TikTok with her fake bullshit. It's food. She's allergic to water. She is in a Chicago gang, and it's going to hack all of our accounts and get our real names, and I'm going to jail. It's always something. But the biggest one that got me was that she said she tried to unalive herself, and it was because she was bullied, and she was posting every single day on Facebook, and she's going around the app and other beggars and scammers and those exhibiting bad behavior and helping them beg for money as well while she's begging. You don't use mental health as a crutch. Especially, I'm going to ride hard on this to promote 988 for people who think of harming themselves or that they are alone, especially going into the holidays. This is a very hard time for a lot of people. I know that people struggle with mental health and depression all year round, but it's really hard during the holidays. And I don't want you guys to make a permanent decision based off of a temporary feeling because everyone's getting together and everyone's loving on each other and kumbayaing, and you think that you don't have part in that. You absolutely do. That's why you're here with us in all the craziness in the middle of it. We're all human beings at the end of the day. We all hurt, we all bleed, and we all feel. There's always another way and another person to talk to about it. So please, please, please know that just because you think it's something small, it's not. If it's big to you, you need to be heard by somebody. And you can use 988, or you can talk to one of us. Or you can come in here and get caught up in some screaming and yelling, and we can invite Chi Mommy back up in here.
Lord have mercy. No, thank you.
But I know that Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8 Eastern, everybody needs to have their snacks. And I wish Rammer was feeling better and she was here so she could tell you to get a snack, go pee, charge your devices for Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern, to listen to the private investigator that unearthed all this information about the liar, scammer, con artist, Guardians of Valor.
It's going to be a good one, y'all. Make sure that you join.
Absolutely. I can't wait. Please don't give your money out to anybody on the internet. Screenshot something that you see questionable. If you'd like to send it and bring it to us here, we can talk about it. We can discuss it. I love all the questions that you ask. Is this enabling? Is it not? Joanna got up in a box and said, is this enabling? Let's talk it out. Because maybe I'm seeing something that you guys aren't. It's worth talking about. Let's do it. Checkmate had a great idea. Let's do this in a cadence to where at least 2 times a week we come here and we chop it up with each other and we get to the bottom of things that is only going to help us as awareness creators as a whole. I'll turn it over to you, Checkmate. Sunshine, your final words.
Sunshine, do you have anything you want to say?
No, I'm good. You guys covered it all. I appreciate you guys. Fallon, I appreciate you a lot.
Thank you, Sunshine.
All right, y'all. We are going to end the live. I want to thank all my mods, everybody for coming in and being respectful. But please, I will post a video tomorrow about the live that we're going to have on Thursday. Please make sure that you repost it and share it to everybody. Get everybody in here. He has a lot of information he's going to put out. So we will see you guys all Thursday. I hope you all have a great night. Good night, everybody.